future needed.
What's what? Hold on, let me do it. What's No, hold on, I can't do it. I'm not young
Commish,
anymore.
can you come down to the courthouse? We're currently in the judge's office. We just lost a case.
Wait, why do you sound like a bag of dicks? Oh, you lost a case. Okay.
Because we just had individuals steal a vehicle from PDM, flee from the scene. We charged them with robbery, and they were found not guilty because we didn't have the vehicle. So
let me,
every single time
phone,
someone
right?
steals something from a bank and we don't find the cash on them, it's no longer. I mean, they're not getting found of it.
Where are you at? Where you say you're at?
I'm in the courthouse right now, in the judge's office.
I'll come down and let's talk and just figure it out.
This is
Maybe
fucking crazy. I'm
well,
blown away.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm at that point where if this is how court cases are gonna proceed and they're arguing a fucking charge, I'm just gonna start dropping charges. I mean, fuck it, commish. I ain't responded to another PDM ever. It ain't fucking worth it.
No. Hey,
I'll be down there waiting for you.
Hey,
Stone, I ain't talking to your dumbass. You get the fuck out of here.
I was literally talking to you to be on your side.
No, listen, this kind of shit, I'm letting you know this kind of shit
This is going to be bad.
It's going to fuck up everything. It's literally
No, 100%.
no bullshit. The idea that we don't have the car that was stolen, which is the reason why you guys don't get charged.
Yes, that's
Brother,
very bad.
what in the fuck are we doing?
No, they
And the burden of proof, motherfucker, we brought you down here on a fucking bench trial when you guys asked it 5 minutes in advance. When the fuck was I supposed to have officers put in statements?
No, yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Listen. The one thing I will say is don't get too stressed because obviously in the future when bench trials happen, you guys are gonna have all that, right?
Oh no, listen, I'm telling you this right now. I will never take another case to court until we have a DA. Never. Ever.
Yes, exactly.
Letting Lynn sit there and do what Lynn did to us and the judge just let it happen without a DA present is out fucking landish. And the fact that here's another thing. Brother, I'm not gonna I don't want to give you guys leeway anymore. You know? Like the smashing into the cars allegedly, the fucking spam, uncuffing, all that. Now I'm just, to be honest, where I'm at. Obviously, I'm not gonna do this, but how I want or what I feel like, I'm just gonna start shooting you motherfuckers. Because then at least I got a clear cut case. Oh, you hit an officer, open fire. Fuck it. Oh, you pitted, you keep slamming into my PD cars over and over and over again, causing bodily harm to my officers. Open fire. Let's just, keep it clean cut. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
I feel
it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
I think it needs to get worked on 100%.
It's ridiculous. The fact that anyone can reason with that type of mentality. And even I'm gonna be honest, there's a chance that these sons of bitches tell me to shut the fuck up and send me out of the courtroom in the next 5 minutes. When Commish comes down here, I'm ripping them a new fucking asshole. And if they say some outlandish shit, I'm gonna tell them to suck my fucking dick.
Yeah, no. Listen, you gotta understand, right now everything is in like the
brother, I just watched a rat climb on top of the ceiling and drop shit, and then an individual watching the court proceeding eat it while whiskering around and fucking squeaking all up and down the courtroom while the case was proceeding. And then there's another guy smoking a fucking bong next to him.
Listen, I think all that has to be done is the penal code needs to be changed a bit. And charges have to be more specific to things, and I think everything will be fine.
And then a judge says, hey, uncuff that guy. He runs out of the fucking courtroom. What? Why do you think he was in fucking cuffs to begin with, you dumb fuck? Like, what, are you kidding me?
Oh,
Land,
listen,
Land, come here.
Yeah.
You can't be. I mean, are you as blown away as I am? Honestly,
for what?
The charge.
No, I'll tell you exactly why after we're all done here. I did something very specific.
Just tell me. Explain to me now.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the penal code is fucked, and they gotta fix it. It's that simple.
There's a way cops can charge.
Okay, so explain it to me.
Well, I'm.
I don't give a fuck. I don't.
You
give
guys
a
have
fuck.
to hire me again as a consultant.
Oh, listen,
I'll
just tell
Listen,
me. I want to understand.
He actually needs to know, right? Because obviously we need to move.
We don't have a
doing
DA, man.
better,
so I
right?
want to understand because this just makes the whole place look like dog shit.
So the key nowadays is very dependent on those burdens that are listed in the MDT. So when you go to court, you have to specifically articulate those burdens. That's why when I cross-examined you, I made you read out those burdens, and then one by one I went through all of them and tried to show that you guys didn't show those burdens.
What?
So the big one, big one is use of force, right?
What you think? Did they just walk into PDM? They gave him the fucking car?
I mean, it's on you guys to prove something like that. No one said that use of force has to.
Yeah,
be
but here's the thing as well. The judge needs to understand we don't have a fucking DA. So you're gonna sit there and make us check off a list of burdens of proof? Are you fucking kidding me?
Went through all that.
No, we don't have none of it.
So on a hypothetical situation, right? The cops don't have a chance to respond fast enough.
We don't.
To PDM.
We quite literally.
Vehicles?
No, Lynn, I'm not bullshitting you. We don't get a call till the car is driving out of the facility.
Yeah. So I'll be honest. I think it's more that things have to change in a sense of when they get a response time to PDM. They should be getting a response time to PDM when there's a set charge planted somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go rip into the judge.
I think for now though, if you can articulate that during the chase,
why are you hanging up on me?
Oh, I'm pissed. I'm pissed as fuck.
Okay, yeah, well,
this is absolute horseshit, and that judge in there's a fucking idiot.
What? Bustin', you can't.
He's a fucking moron.
We can't do this when a judge finds
but
against
Mr.
us on either side.
Mr. Pistone just walked up to me laughing at the
do
fact that he was found not guilty. Because it's so fucking stupid.
Okay.
Commissioner, I'm going to be honest. The one thing I will say,
Mr. Pistone also is a known bald gaslighter. And
No,
could be gaslighting you right now.
This is not one of those situations.
I'm actually not.
This is one of the dumbest rulings I've ever seen.
Hold on, let me see. Put a shirt on inside the courthouse. That's actually a law.
Sir, we just had a rat shitting from the ceilings and another guy eating it. That's the last thing that we need to worry about.
How is that not something we should worry about?
Because the judge didn't give a fuck.
We should give a fuck.
Well, I mean,
I'll put my shirt back
this
on.
is his courtroom.
I think what needs to listen. To be honest, I think it was just because the way you guys gave the charges kind of fucked you, and I feel like the penal code needs some little work. That's why I feel like we didn't get charged to be guilty.
Well, hold on. Let's let the two legal scholars settle down a second and tell me what you tried to charge and why and what the story events are before I give an opinion.
Robbery. They stole a vehicle from PDM.
Okay, and did we see them steal the vehicle?
How are we supposed to see them steal the vehicle? We don't get called until they're driving the car out of the establishment.
Well, I mean, that's what happened here. Is that what happens all the time, Bustin'?
What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that's what happened. They drove a car out of the establishment. We didn't get a call until they did that, right? But who's to say that we're not going to see a robbery in the progress?
So you're telling me if someone robs a bank and we see them outside the bank getting into a car and fleeing after they just got done robbing it, that is different than witnessing them inside of the bank then leaving through the doors?
There are multiple different charges with burdens on here that have there's literally, if you look on the penal code, there's a question mark, right? And you can go through and you can look at each one. Is this one met? Is this one met? Is that one met? Right? So that's what I'm doing right now. The exercise we're doing is literally eliminating where things could have went wrong.
This is stupid.
And if the judge is actually an idiot.
This is stupid as fuck. Honestly, it's dumb as fuck.
How is it dumb as fuck, Bustin'?
Because they just drove a car out of PDM that we were alerted by when the vehicle was leaving the scene by the owner calling us saying, hey, the car's been stolen. Here's the tracker. How the fuck is that not robbery? We literally are given a tracker by the owner of the business that has been robbed.
Bustin', You are saying a lot of words to a man with no context of the argument you made or anything. You just can't keep telling me it's stupid and then expect me just to agree with you.
Well, let's go talk to the judge. He'll
That's what I'm trying to
okay,
understand. Is
wonderful.
like, what did you say?
Let's go figure out what the judge says.
Okay. I definitely want a seminar so I can, because I want to be. I don't want that shit to happen again.
There's something really good on the MDT for you guys too that hasn't been available in the penal code in the past. And if you look on the charges, it's got that like question mark, right?
Yeah, the
you
beat
can tap on that.
Yeah, your burden of proof.
And then once you go into court,
Yeah,
as
dude,
long
that's
as
your
you
best
can
friend.
articulate each one of those, and you can even like state it, like this is part of the burden. This is how, and then provide evidence.
Actually, I think we prefer you
and then-
state it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're clear about what it is exactly is being charged
So-
and why and what evidence is there to back it up, there's no holes that could really be poked in that except
Yeah.
for perhaps.
So there's no exception
misbegotten
for
evidence.
us not having a DA. That doesn't come into play at all.
I mean, that's up to the commissioner whether he wants to start a DA's office. I'm not going to step into that pool at this point, but
So until
You
that
won't
day
want to
happens,
talk
I need to go to law school and I need to understand this completely 100,000% so that he doesn't pick apart a statement of what went down because I didn't go over each and every single point. That there's no room for.
I mean, this is court, my friend. You have to be prepared to go over each and every point and prove each and every point. That is the entire point of what we do here at the Department of Justice.
Hold on. Can we back it up? I was not here for whatever this
Sorry,
exchange
they
just
asked a
was.
question.
Here's what I need to know. I need to understand it. So let's start there and work our way back, and let's let calm and rational minds talk here instead of everyone getting pissed, and let's just try to figure it out. And then if things don't make sense, then who's to say that it can't make sense tomorrow with legislation changes? Can we all agree to that?
Yeah.
Yes, Commissioner.
Yes, Commissioner.
Bustin, can we agree to
I
that?
ain't got a word to damn say. Y'all have a conversation. I'm listening.
All right.
This is one of the
Bustin'?
dumbest fucking rulings I've ever seen in my entire life.
Bustin, we can't crucify the justice system every time we don't have a ruling in our favor. We got to try to improve the system.
I'm just being
If
honest
we-
with you.
But if
It
we
kinda
get upset every
degrades.
time there's a judgment not in our way,
Well, go
all
have the
we're gonna do-
conversation. Have the conversation. I'm
Right, we
listening.
can just go over it. It's fine.
Ralph, you're not supposed to talk in this meeting, remember?
Oh, I forgot, but I'm just
Yeah,
trying
we'll
to
deal with
de-escalate
you
shit.
after
Bustin,
this.
do you want something that's going to make you feel better?
Nope. I want to have a conversation.
No,
and
no,
I
no.
want to understand
Well,
this.
hold on. Yes, but I have something that's going to make you feel better. Do you want it?
No, sir.
This will.
I'm good.
I'm gonna give it.
You know what I want? I want a Jack and Coke and League of Legends tonight. That's all I want.
Oh God.
We all
he's
know
really
you're just
down
going to
bad,
feed
sir.
anyway.
Bruh.
He's really down bad, sir.
I don't think he's down bad. I think he's been doing that anyway.
The schism grows deeper.
You can arrest Ralph McDougan right now.
I'm good.
Are you
Good.
sure?
Good
He'll
answer.
probably
You
just
don't
take me
want
to
that?
court, and then I'll verbally express something in the way that doesn't meet
And
all
I'll
the burdens of
object.
proof. He'll object 45 times to something I don't understand. This judge in front of me will find him not guilty, and I'll have to let him out of the courtroom anyways.
Okay.
Shut
But what? Listen, I'll take care of prosecuting for it if it makes you feel better. You want me to do that for you?
I
Is
want
it
this
Ralph
conversation
McDougan?
to go down, and I want to listen.
Let's
Okay.
just.
All right,
Can I,
let's
can I
do
be
it
an
then.
honorary prosecutor for that case?
Let's
Okay,
just
how about you be that
Okay,
rat
alright.
that was on the ceiling shitting on the ground while Luther Fleck was fucking it?
Sir, have some decorum.
present
You're in the office of the
Yeah.
justice.
Have some
right
decor. Your judge right here in front of me just watched a rat
now.
on
Yeah,
the
you
ceiling
should have
shit.
some respect for his rulings.
I
What are we
take
talking
issue with that
about?
too, Chief Justice, to be honest with you. If
This
a rat
this
shits
guy
from the
next
ceiling
to
in
me
someone's
was on the
mouth,
phone 15 fucking times.
And he's going to be dealt with in due time, right? As soon as we finish answering all of your questions and going over what it is. you
Okay,
wanted to
let's
go
go over this deal, and then Black arrest Ralph McDougan after this.
Wait for what?
You know what you're doing. Stop being
what am I
fucking
doing?
idiot.
I'm not here, but he had 5 times contempt of court. Just saying.
Yeah, I already, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have. Let me.
Make
Well,
sure
they
you can
might
prove
get
that in the
Perjury.
court of law, sir.
Good luck finding a justice.
You weren't here.
to
You didn't
Yeah,
prosecute
can
witness
we
it
not-
hasn't
happen.
been
You won't be able to
contaminated.
charge him with it.
Both
Can
parties
we
are
not
here.
go over anything until after?
All right,
this?
let's do this, and then we can charge Ralph McDougan after. Please walk me through the charges, why they weren't found to be guilty, and then let's walk it back from there.
Okay. So for Ramee, he had principal robbery, which has the burdens of proof
Accessory.
of on the MDT, what I had was principal robbery.
Black,
Where
how
is
many
it?
times did we say
Justice?
accessory during that court case? 3 times?
I'm pretty sure I said it multiple times, but it was supposed to
You
be
did say it
accessory for
multiple times.
Ramee.
Okay. Black, where was this placed on the MDT? Is there a case file number or court?
Yes, sir. It's going to be case PDM stolen revolter report 1085. Now the charges have been adjusted already due to the ruling, and everybody's been fined.
Did you actually have accomplice on here? Because I'm going to go check.
No,
I have
sir.
a way of checking.
So no, sir. It did say principal robbery at the time, but it was supposed to be accessory. I don't know why principal was there. I'll talk to whoever processed that about that.
Okay, so that was a mistake on our part, right? This
We
is where double
disclosed this
checking.
in
Black,
court
that's on
3
you.
times.
Yes, sir. I'll take responsibility for that.
Okay, let's go next.
The other charge he had was principal reckless evading, which he got found guilty of.
Okay.
He met the
So why
burdens of
wasn't
proof.
he found guilty of principal robbery? Walk me through that.
Okay, yeah. So taking of personal property without consent, the call from PDM, that's not consent at that point. Item was taken from another person, business or residence, or vehicle. It was taken from a business. That's 6. The burden of proof of use of force or fear. We don't have any proof of use of force or fear. That was at least articulated.
Okay. So what would accomplice have looked like? Can we look at that?
How the fuck do you rob a business without force of fear? That doesn't even make sense. How do you walk into an area and steal a car without force or fear? Do you just ask them and then say, "Oh, thank you for the keys," and steal it?
Yeah, that's one way.
I mean, if you walk in and there's no
What
no one there to present a barrier to you taking it, then yeah,
I
it's
think
not used.
I think what would have done as well if we had a unit go back and just look at PDM to see that it was forcefully entered,
Yeah.
and then we've
Was
done
the
it.
door broken open? Was there card locks broken off? Was there windows shattered? Stuff like
Did
that.
a bomb go off?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it's a little extreme, but yeah.
Did someone testify to being held at gunpoint? You know, that'd be force of fear.
Okay. I think that is fair right there. And I think that could have been proved if it's okay. So let me ask this, Judge. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we filed wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you consider a reduction to the accomplice?
I did. I was thinking about reducing it to Grand Theft.
Okay, but what about to accessory for robbery? Did you look at that at all?
It did, but once again, we had no proof of force or fear, and that's part of the burden of that.
I thought in the in your liberation you mentioned that the only one that they did prove was the
I reiterated. I
property.
misspoke. Yeah, I misspoke.
Wait,
It
in
was
the deliberation or here? Because yeah, I thought because
in
they didn't have
deliberation.
like a
What was the
license
final
plate or
charges? What was the final charges?
For Mr. El Rahman, it was principal reckless evading times 1, and Mr. Stone, it was.
Whoa, so they
principal
didn't even get hit with Grand Theft Auto?
Nope.
Why didn't they get hit with Grand Theft Auto?
Bustin, come back, Bustin.
Bustin.
This is I'm blown away.
Bustin, get
Well,
back
that's-
here.
Bustin, listen.
I
at the end of the day,
can't.
we gotta figure this out.
I can't believe this.
There's no actual evidence of the car.
What the fuck do you mean?
You could
We
have.
don't know
You
what
could
car.
have pushed Grand Theft Auto for the car that he was ignited in, but once again, we had no proof that that wasn't his car.
Okay,
that was articulated in the
make me
courtroom.
understand this. Please make me understand this. We have a business telling us that a car was stolen. We have a tracker on this car. We followed the car the entire time until we see the man that you asked me to uncuff and then walked out of the fucking courtroom, drive off in it, and Ramee is there filling it up with gas, which we expressed in the court of law. And that is still not Grand Theft Auto because they got away? What?
Okay, so did we express that he was filling up the
Yes.
escape car that was
Yes,
stolen?
yes,
and said there
Yes,
was
multiple fucking
Multiple
times.
times. I did.
Yes,
Okay,
Yes.
well hold Bustin. Let's figure it out.
Can I
It is
interject?
yes. Go ahead.
So, in our argument, what we proved is that there was no record of that car. They had no license plate, no VIN, no photos of the car. So,
Well, how the fuck, Ralph? How the fuck they gonna get photos of a fucking car in a goddamn chase?
They
didn't have a
claimed
license
they had
boxed in.
That's
nothing, so
unreasonable.
What, you want me to take a fucking picture as they're tackling and handcuffing officers?
That's
What
a
the
bad
fuck?
point and precedent to set, Ralph. Let's not go down that
Right,
path.
but
So-
there was nothing, you know. There
But
was
here's
no
the thing,
evidence
Ralph,
to that
like,
car being stolen.
Well, but here's the thing, Ralph. The car was boxed into a corner, right? And then before we could even start processing the car, other cars came in and pushed all of the cop cars off of it. Like, there's no
Correct.
time, or every officer would be in
So-
danger trying to get a picture
I
of this
understand.
thing.
No, I understand. I'm not trying to be argumentative.
outside of Ralph's point, though, what I was suggesting, you guys specifically mentioned that you were given a license plate through your dispatch system, and I think as long as somebody just snaps that.
That
and
okay,
grabs it
so
off of
what you're
dispatch.
saying right now is impossible because our dispatch is filled with thousands of fucking calls every hour. Hundreds. I'm not exaggerating. While we were in the
and I
court
get-
case, we missed 9 shots fired calls. So while all this is happening and the chase itself is happening, by the time the chase is over, that call is never to be seen again, and there's no way of us getting a hold of it. So how can we even prove that?
And also, I will say on
can I
Bustin's
ask a
side,
question?
yeah, I was going to say on Bustin's side real quick. Sorry, Your Honor, if somebody's head pops, somebody or something happens, wake back up.
You have to take a cough drop. I can't hear you.
You sound like shit.
I think everybody does.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I think we're good.
No, you're not
No.
good.
I'm blown away. Here's the part that's so frustrating, chat. Here's the part where it's like tilting to the point where I am beyond tilt right now. The server is so swayed to the crim side. If we have judges that are also going to rule to the crim side as well with the burden of proof bullshit, brother, why even play fucking cop? Why even play cop? You literally can't do shit. You are putting me in a position on cop that I am literally going to have to just shoot every fucking criminal in every scene to make sure that every single burden of proof is met and they cannot leave, bro. That is where I'm going to be. Like that's what I'm gonna have to do. That's the position that I am being put in the game. I'm literally going to have to just start shooting everybody. Like it's fucking insanity, man.
He has everything on him.
You serious?
I feel like he's lying.
Greens and blues and reds, or
I got. Yes.
I have a blue USB at my pad.
I mean, worst case scenario, we just go and drive, bro.
No,
Yeah.
we need the purple, the blue. We need extra blue, extra red.
What do you mean?
Bada bingo.
That looks like something you'd put on your steak, Brand.
This is definitely an office we can smoke in, right?
I'm going to get a
Feel
Jack
like
and Coke.
cigars.
I need
Look
to
around,
stable
man.
out.
We
My
can
blood pressure's